Right now at 10, an Eau Claire Elementary School facing closure. The community's push to keep the doors open. And a six-figure fix why La Crosse officials are considering another road change downtown. And Monroe County Emergency Services changing hands, how it can expand access in rural communities.
WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. Families in Eau Claire are pushing back against a proposal that would close 3 elementary schools due to declining enrollment. News 8 Now's Jadis McGee reports in Eau Claire.
In Eau Claire, families rallied to save their schools, calling on the district to rethink a plan that could close 3 neighborhood schools. Some say the move can make crowded classrooms even worse.
As a teacher and as a parent, my concern is mostly about increasing class sizes because these students will have to be absorbed into other buildings. So I would like the district to consider how that would affect the class size.
Supporters say that these schools are community hubs where kids feel seen, safe, and feel connected.
A lot of those little schools are still community-based schools. Kids walk to school, they have small classroom sizes, all the children know other children. And, you know, that's really important in these big days where we're raising kids in a digital world.
And while the district looks for ways to improve enrollment, parents hope they'll also protect what matters most.
Closing schools can't be the only option out there. Families value schools. They value schools that they can walk to. And I believe that if we take them away, it'll only financially harm us later and drive people away from our district.
Reporting in Eau Claire, Jadis McGee, News 8 Now.
The city of La Crosse is seeking a grant to upgrade the bike lanes on 2nd Street. They plan to add a concrete median and stop signs between La Crosse and Market Streets. Those improvements would cost around $623,000. Now, a Wisconsin DOT grant could fund about half that, and the rest would need to come from the city's capital budget. The goal of the project is to make the bike lanes safer and less confusing.
There's a lot of confusion down on that cycle track. Obviously, there are cars parking where the bicyclists are supposed to be. So this was what was proposed as the solution to that.
The city's Finance and Personnel Committee voted to approve the DOT grant last week. Common Council will vote to approve the grant on Thursday. Over in West Salem, a car crashing into the side of a bank. A neighbor told a News 8 photographer on the scene that the vehicle first hit a curb and then drove across several lawns before crashing into the Ultra Federal Credit Union. Police confirmed tonight no one was injured in the accident, though no word yet on the cause of the crash. The La Crosse Public Library was closed today. Officials say it was due to a car accident involving a staff member. All events that were scheduled for the day, including the Friends book sale and the Governor's Archives Awards, were canceled or postponed. The library will reopen tomorrow. Oktoberfest weekend was a busy one for the La Crosse Police Department. Officers say they responded to over 1,000 calls over the weekend and made over 50 arrests. Officials reported 21 fights, including a large fight Saturday night that involved around 60 people. And officers issued 147 alcohol-related citations. Almost all of them were for underage alcohol violations. Other notable incidents included 9 damage to properties and 26 car accidents. La Crosse residents had a second chance to weigh in on the proposed city administrator position. The Nature Place was hosting another round of public sessions on the position. Some residents are questioning whether the position would actually save the city money, pointing to the high salary and additional staffing costs.
People have very strong opinions, and so our goal is to make sure that people actually have the facts and they have an opportunity to share how they're feeling about it.
The city had 2 of those public meetings scheduled today. One was at noon, the other at 6 p.m. Well, for the longest stretch, it was still feeling like summer throughout the month of September and even a little touch of early October. But now things are starting to feel a little bit more like conventional Midwest fall, Greg.
Yeah, I think you woke up this morning and it was like, yeah, now it's fall. Actually, it feels like it should be for October. And that's really the story for this week. We're in more like typical conditions that you would expect. And right now, basically in the 50s with a few clouds out there, but really overall the big picture going forward right now is we still have a little bit of cloud cover. There is a few sprinkles mainly south of I-90 that could persist maybe for a few more hours, but all in all it's going to be decreasing cloud cover as we're still holding in the 50s. But that's right, we're going to see those temperatures drop off quite rapidly, especially further north where they'll see clearing skies earlier. So we could see some areas get into the mid 30s, maybe even a little cooler frost possibilities there, but unlikely for most areas given these temperatures, and holding to the 40s given to the cloud cover will linger a little bit. Now going through the morning, 39, you'll see getting back up to just 61 with that west-northwest wind picking up a little bit with a few clouds out there, but all in all, more typical conditions you would expect for early October. 45 at La Crosse getting up to 62 as the winds turn around to the northwest. All in all, pretty typical conditions that you would expect. Now going forward, we got quite a bit of frost and freeze going on, which is kind of the season we should be in right now. And then we'll kind of determine if how long these October-like conditions will last, and if we're going to see any more 70s or 80s. We'll break all that down a bit later.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Well, an EMS change in the Monroe County area. The owners of the Sparta Area Ambulance Service are ready to retire and are now in the process of transferring their assets to Amplify. The Sparta Area Ambulance Service currently responds to Sparta and 14 other municipalities. Amplify officials say they are excited for the chance to serve those areas. Through this deal, Amplify would acquire the service's resources like the ambulances and equipment, and Amplify also plans to retain all Sparta Area Ambulance Service employees who meet their hiring criteria.
We have a really skilled team over there, and we're looking forward to working with them to continue to meet the needs of the community.
It'll still be a few months before the Sparta Area Ambulance Service is officially rebranded as a part of Amplify Health. A recall to tell dog owners about tonight. Best Buy Bones is recalling some of its Nature's Own Pet Chews Bully Bites. Those treats were distributed from Minnesota and then sold in Wisconsin. Officials say they may be contaminated with salmonella. So far, no one has reported sickness, but anyone who bought the treats should throw them away or return them. It is Fire Prevention Week, and La Crosse Fire Department is visiting local schools to teach fire safety lessons. Today at First Lutheran Elementary, officials highlighted the importance of safely using, charging, and disposing of devices powered by lithium-ion batteries. Students could also enter a raffle for a bike by submitting their family escape plan.
Ever seen a firefighter in their full gear with their air tank and their mask on? It sounds like Darth Vader's coming at you. It can be a little intimidating, so we make it fun and approachable so that these students know that we're safe adults they can trust.
McCormick says they'll visit every elementary and preschool in the city this week. To learn more about Fire Prevention Week, just head to the city's website. The Hunger Task Force is calling on help from the community. Their third annual virtual food drive kicked off today, and it runs through the end of the month. As food insecurity sweeps through the region, donations are becoming more critical for families who can no longer afford rising grocery prices.
So virtual food drive means that you can go right on our Facebook page, you can go right on our website, and you can click to purchase food on our behalf. So we have canned vegetables, we've got peanut butter, and you can just make a cash donation.
Some more food items that are requested are canned meats, pastas, beans, and fresh produce. Still to come tonight at 10, the standoff on Capitol Hill continues, the latest as the funding battle reaches day 6, plus hundreds stranded on Mount Everest, the latest on the rescue efforts.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, a weekend of adventure on and off the screen. The La Crosse Adventure Film Festival kicks off tomorrow. See what's playing and how you can be a part of it.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options for better water and finances that fit. Contact your local Culligan expert today.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
This Friday through Monday, everyone gets up to 50% off list, plus an extra 15% off already reduced prices. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. October 10th through 13th, shop our wide range of furniture and mattresses at Slumberland Furniture.
The shutdown of the federal government has entered a second week, with Senate Republicans and Democrats failing to find a path forward today. CBS News' Erica Brown is in Washington with details.
As the deadlock on Capitol Hill continued Monday, President Trump claimed talks were underway with Democrats on health care, the key issue at the center of the standoff over federal funding.
We are speaking with the Democrats, and some very good things could happen with respect to health care. And we could have a much better health care than we have right now, and we're talking to them.
But as of late Monday, Democratic leaders in Congress said they've heard nothing from the White House.
I do not know of any Democrats who have spoken to President Trump or members of his administration on this issue of reopening the government, enacting a bipartisan spending agreement, and addressing the Republican health care crisis.
The Senate reconvened to vote on Republican and Democratic measures to reopen the government Monday, but both proposals failed to advance. Democrats are holding out to extend Affordable Care Act tax credits expiring this year and roll back Medicaid cuts, but Republicans argue the shutdown needs to end first. The White House has threatened widespread firings of federal workers if the shutdown continues, and hundreds of thousands of government employees remained furloughed during the standoff, with some essential workers like military personnel working without pay.
If the Democrats do not vote to open the government tonight, federal workers will not receive their next full paycheck.
The shutdown could also impact the travel sector, with Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warning air service to some small communities could be impacted. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
Leaders from multiple national science, education, and space organizations gathered with lawmakers outside the Capitol in Washington today. They are urging Congress to protect budget funding for NASA and the National Science Foundation. Bill Nye, who is CEO of the Planetary Society Advocacy Group, says government funding is essential for space exploration.
This is not a luxury. It is a responsibility. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8 of the U.S. Constitution recommends to Congress that they promote the progress of science and useful arts. It's in the Constitution.
The Planetary Society says a White House proposal to cut NASA's science budget threatens a, quote, extinction-level event for space exploration. Hundreds of hikers are stranded on Mount Everest after a snowstorm. Teams with horses and oxen have been trekking their way through deep snow, trying to reach a tourist camp on the slope of Everest in Tibet, nearly 16,000 feet up. The blizzard hit suddenly Friday, crushing tents and cutting off communication.
This is the time when monsoon should have completely withdrawn, and then you expect clear skies, visitors going up, mountaineers even going up.
Chinese state media says around 350 have now been rescued, but roughly 200 more are believed to still be stranded and at risk of hypothermia. Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez is facing felony battery charges after an altercation in Indianapolis. Police say the incident happened over the weekend when Sanchez approached a truck driver at a loading dock. He is accused of harassing and then physically attacking the driver. The driver allegedly stabbed Sanchez in self-defense.
We have added more serious charges against Mr. Sanchez. At this point in time, we have filed a felony charge, a level 5 felony of battery involving serious bodily injury, which contains a penalty of 1 to 6 years.
Both men were taken to the hospital. Sanchez is due in court tomorrow. Rite Aid has officially shut down all of its stores nationwide. In a statement on its website, the company thanked customers for their many years of support. The pharmacy chain announced the store closures in May when it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That was the second time the company filed for bankruptcy since 2023. In May, it was operating about 1,200 locations in 15 states. If you need to get in the holiday spirit, Spirit Christmas is coming soon. Starting in early November, 30 new Spirit Christmas locations will open in the Northeast and Great Lakes regions. You'll be able to find decorations and gifts, plus get your picture taken with Santa Claus. Some stores will open in pre-existing Spirit Halloween locations, and the remaining Spirit Christmas stores will have new locations. We will have more news ahead tonight, but first.
Yeah, the harvest moon is out there full for the next day here, but we've got colder temperatures, potentially frost freeze for a lot of the locations, along with some seasonal temperatures for the rest of the week. We'll break it all down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Help your pup feel their best with water therapy at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our heated pool is perfect for recovery, mobility, and gentle exercise. Book your dog's splash session today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300.
Visit us today and experience the difference.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for opening night and a world premiere October 18th, sponsored by Doctors Jeff and Lisa Drexler and Alex and Jackie Vaver at lacrossesymphony.org.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Yeah, definitely going to be a colder start to Tuesday than we've had for the last several days, or going back to last week for temperature-wise, but not too far from where we should be this time of year, which is mainly in the low to mid-40s. Some areas, the coldest areas, probably into the low 30s. Frost is possible, but it's looking a little bit less likely. Clouds will kind of linger until about a little after midnight, and then we'll start clearing out. So that delay kind of allows the temperatures to stay up a little bit. But for tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, a few passing clouds, getting temperatures back up in the mid-60s, a degree or two above average, but all in all, a very nice day for early October. The clear skies Tuesday are going to allow the temperatures to fall off pretty quickly going into Wednesday, and that looks to be the coldest day pretty much of the stretch of the 8-day right now, potentially seeing frost or freeze for some areas you see like Black River Falls, 27 or 29 the coldest locations. The area along the Mississippi River, right along the river, I think you might probably be more in the mid-30s. Outside of that area, I think frost is definitely likely. Now, as we look at temperatures going into Wednesday, colder start means temperatures will struggle to get up there. So maybe a tad colder for areas on Wednesday compared to Tuesday, but not too far from average too, with plenty of sunshine. Now, the average first frost, we're kind of delayed on some of the areas. Some of these areas should have already saw it. So they're kind of past due. Areas along the Mississippi River area, you're kind of right in the ballpark right now where we should see our first frost, or areas just outside it. You look at freeze, we're talking 28 below or less now for several hours. areas that are going to see it pretty much right where we should be about this time of year. A couple more weeks or a week and a half as you go closer to the river where you'll typically see your first freeze. So all in all, kind of what we would expect for this time of year. And there's a freeze watch for areas in Rusk County further north. I would expect to see maybe some freeze warnings or frost stuff coming out later tomorrow, but this is for actually tomorrow night into Wednesday. So that's going on. Now Thursday, we're going to start off a little bit milder. We could still see a few areas in the 30s, but with a south wind kind of the wind turn around from the south, we should get it back up to the mid to upper 60s, which is a little bit, if I could talk, a little bit above average too. But that's because we do have a cold front that'll be approaching Thursday night. Now the problem with this cold front is it's going to lack moisture and the timing of it during the nighttime, but we could see a few showers come through as it kind of lifts through. It weakens as it does, so you see the winds don't really turn around that much behind it. So that means really behind it, you would expect the cold front to be colder. Unfortunately, we're actually going to be warming back up too. So our temperatures actually improve behind the cold front you see in the 8-day forecast. So we're going back around 70 for some areas Friday, and for the most part the weekend we're going to climb back even higher as another system approaches and that wind picks up towards Sunday, and we do have more showers coming in Sunday, and then it gets a little bit more unsettled with a lot more uncertainty go to early next week. But all in all, our temperatures still are a little bit above average, since going into early next week we should be now in the upper 50s to even low 60s for some areas. So all in all, we're seeing what we're supposed to see, but not quite there yet. But yeah, definitely if you got anything you want to say for going into Wednesday morning, definitely either cover up or bring it inside.
Plan accordingly. So that
definitely.
headstone in the bottom left of the 8-day, that's goodbye to the 85s?
Well, goodbye to the growing season. But 80s, you know, I can't quite say goodbye yet to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, home runs for everyone in Milwaukee. Plus, a familiar face makes his return to practice in Green Bay. Cade is next.
Don't let credit card debt hold you back from living your best life. Transfer your balance to an Ultra Visa credit card and enjoy no balance transfer fees, plus a fixed for life rate as low as 7.99% APR. Get back to what matters most with Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements. Owens Corning Duration Shingles offer the ultimate protection and transforms your home's exterior. Get an 11% rebate on all Owens Corning shingles. Complete your updates with wall and cavity spray foam. It's easy to use and can effectively seal and insulate your home. Get a can for $17.49 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
We know that home is where you can be yourself. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, our competitive rates and personalized local servicing can help find the loan that fits you. Because home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Here we go. Game 2 of the NLDS. Brewers with the Game 1 win, but a win tonight, and they would have some real control on this series. Now the game still going on. Currently we're at 7-3 in the 6th inning. Brewers were threatening with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Brewers went with Aaron Ashby to start the game, but that was a bit of a mistake as Seiya Suzuki hit a 3-run home run off of him in the 1st inning. But Milwaukee responded with some fireworks of their own. Andrew Vaughn hit a 2-out, 3-run home run in the bottom of the 1st to tie the game at 3. Then in the 3rd inning, William Contreras stepped up to the plate and crushed a solo home run to put Milwaukee up 1. Then in the fourth, Jackson Churio with 2 on and 2 outs. And his hamstring was feeling good because he sent a bomb 419 feet to straightaway center. That put the Brewers up 4, and that's where we're at right now. Brewers almost there. They need 9 more outs to go, and they will go up 2-0. All right, let's hit some cross country. Luther would be hosting the meet over at Maple Grove venues. Girls were up first, and Cochran Fountain City would steal the show. Senior Addie Dillman crosses in first with a time of 18:29. Her sister Paxton Dillman next to finish in second. And then nearly 2 minutes later, it's a photo finish for third, but it's Adriana Schwartz from Cashton edging out Ali Silla for third place. CFC would take first as a team on the girls' side, and for the boys, Blair Taylor's Alex Segola would take home first. Melrose Maduro's Caleb Arneson came in just behind for second, and Independence Gilmanton's Theo Guttenford would take top 3. Luther takes home first place for the boys. We also had girls golf sectionals today, and how about the Onalaska girls? They would finish in second place, qualifying to state as a team. Ricky Tillotson and Finley Shams would both shoot an 85, tied for 4th overall. Thomas Karma Hasselberger would qualify individually as she took first place, shooting an 80. Then in Division II, Westby Viroqua's Maddie Fletcher would finish in first overall with an 83 as she's on to state as well. Some encouraging news out of Green Bay today. Wide receiver Christian Watson returned to practice 274 days after he tore his right ACL at the end of last season. The Packers now have 21 days to activate him to the 40-man roster, so there's no rush to bring him back right away. As much as Watson wants to be out playing games, he knows he's got some work to do in practice first.
I got to knock a little bit of rust off. Obviously, it's been a while since I've been able to, go out there and play football, but I mean, from just, confidence and just running and everything, it felt really good. Just excited to continue to build off that.
Now, hopefully the Packers had some time to figure things out during their bye week, but now it's right back to work. They're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in Green Bay for a 3:25 game on CBS on Sunday. The Bengals started off the season with 2 wins, but ever since Joe Burrow went down with an injury, they've lost their next 3 games by a total of 66 points. The rankings are out, and the UWL Eagles up to number 4 in the latest D3 football polls. The Eagles pulled off a double overtime win on the road against number 9 Whitewater on Saturday. La Crosse trailed by 17 at halftime, but found another gear in the second half, eventually winning on a game-winning field goal. UWL will host Eau Claire on Saturday for an 11:40 kick. Saturday's loss to Michigan makes it 3 losses in a row for the Wisconsin Badgers, but now they've got to turn the page and get ready for rivalry week. The Badgers host the Iowa Hawkeyes on Saturday for a battle of the Heartland Trophy. Now, the Badgers haven't won the rivalry game since 2021, and last year, Wisconsin got blown out 42-10.
Moving forward, this is about a rivalry week, and this is, what you love about college football. And there's no doubt that, what happened last year is something that's fresh in the minds of everybody on this team.
It all goes down this Saturday. Kickoff set for 6 p.m. on FS1, and it's a big one for me as well. I won't hide it. I'm an Iowa grad surrounded by a bunch of Wisconsin fans here. I'll be a little as unbiased as I can, but I won't be lying. I will be rooting for my Hawkeyes in that one. I mean, we've had the better of you guys the last 3 games, but anything can happen during rivalry week.
Yeah, I mean, a few years ago, it really was an even battle between these programs. Last year was downright embarrassing for all of us Wisconsin fans.
I didn't want to say it.
It felt bad.
At least you've got the Brewers. I mean, they're out there looking great today. Hopefully they can finish this out and make it to Game 3 in Chicago on Wednesday.
Fingers crossed.
All right, that's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Enjoy 7 days of savings online and in store during Blaine's Farm and Fleet Days going on now. Shop your favorite brands and seasonal supplies at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like Blaine's Feline Fusion Cat Food, rewards priced at $13.99. Get a $20 MasterCard reward by rebate when you buy a 5-gallon bucket of Shell Rotella diesel oil, $74.99. And select Tide laundry detergent, just $8.99. Find the value you need online and in store during Blaine's Farm and Fleet Days going on now.
You already know. Derek Van Orden voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. Nursing homes may be forced to close. Rural hospitals in Wisconsin at risk of closure. and tens of thousands of Wisconsinites could lose health coverage. But did you know Van Orden's vote could raise electricity costs in Wisconsin $300 a year? Also, Van Orden could give wealthy elites another tax break. Tell Derek Van Orden, stop making us pay more.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. Help us become the next state to implement them and save lives. So please call your state senator today.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The heaviest Danish pumpkin of 2025 was just crowned over in Copenhagen. Weighing nearly 2,000 pounds, this massive pumpkin required a crane to lift. Its grower is Peter Holst Olsen, and he has won for the second year in a row. Peter says he's analyzing data from the last 2 seasons to improve his growing techniques. He's hoping to turn his winning streak into a three-peat. So there's analytics for all different sports, and now there's analytics for pumpkin growing as well. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Laston Exteriors. Use promo code 20 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
It's Oktoberfest at Fleet Farm with big fun in store for the whole family. Don't miss our Toyland opening at 7 a.m. Saturday, October 11th, where the first 125 customers will get our free annual Toyland toy. Along with toys, kids can get their hands on some real big rigs at our Touch a Truck event from noon till 3. And be sure to enter our pretzel count contest for a chance to win a Fleet Farm gift card. Stop in and celebrate Oktoberfest with us all month long. It's our way of thanking you for shopping Fleet Farm.
Thanks to Congressman Derek Van Orden, everything is a lot more expensive right now. Not only did he support all the tariffs that are hiking prices on everyday essentials from groceries to school supplies, he also voted to raise healthcare costs by cutting Medicaid. Meanwhile, families are trying to stretch every dollar to pay their bills. And now Republicans in Congress shut down the government, causing economic chaos. Call Derek Van Orden and tell him to stop raising costs on Wisconsin families.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. An upturn of the mouth. A brightening of the eyes. So easy. Making this the house with the best snacks. Kidless for the night. Like you're 20 again. A smile lights it up. Understands it all. Apologizes. Makes everything okay. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Or if you're out and about early tonight, right now, a few showers potentially south of I-90, but otherwise clearing skies, getting back down to the 40s, upper 30s, which is not far from where we should be. If you got then plans, there we go, it comes up. Frost to freeze definitely looks more likely for mostly all areas, depending on location. You could be near 32 or 28 going into Wednesday. And then overall, we're going to see a little bit of climb back up, back to the 70s too. So all in all, not too bad, but yeah, we do have frost and freeze conditions coming.
For this weather, though.
No, we'd like to love it.
It's feeling like fall. We'll see you tomorrow.